Hello, let's get started with a message from Archangel Animal Oracle deck. Oh, okay. We have two, sheep and owl. Sheep, act with fortitude and cooperation, Archangels Gabriel and Hope. There's a blue rose. Archangel Gabriel, I know, is associated with the throat chakra. Owl, listen to the messages of the angels, Archangel Bokpi. Okay, let's read about the owl. Owls are fifth-dimensional birds from Lacumae, the ascended aspect of Sirius. They carry the wisdom of their home star in their energy fields. They are known as wise owls because their energy enlightens people and also because they have big round eyes. Their sole mission is to hold the blueprint of the fifth-dimensional vision for our planet as we move towards the new golden age. They try to impress this onto people and animals and inspire them to raise their frequency. Owls serve as teachers. At night, they gather together elementals in their area and impart knowledge and wisdom to them to help them ascend. They are very protective of them. They also clear lower energies from their particular territory and are helped in this by cats. Some species of owl hoot or screech. Others growl, chirp, whistle, or make a different sound. On one level, this is to communicate with their own kind. On another, the vibration within these sounds brings through messages and wise guidance from the angels. Okay, the word communicate stands out, especially in light of the sheep card, the blue rose, and how I mentioned that Archangel Gabriel is associated with the throat chakra. And also what stands out to me are the different sounds that owls make, making me think of healing frequencies, sound healing, makes me think of also ear ringing. You may be clairaudient, and I noticed that when I was looking at the sheep, I noticed their ears. So clairaudient. Okay, your guidance is, this is the card of the wise teacher. Okay. Communication, throat chakra, teacher. You are likely meant to be a teacher in some way. This is the card of the wise teacher, and you are being advised to use your knowledge carefully. Okay, carefully. You are not just imparting information. When you communicate, the energy in your aura is raising the frequency of those you speak to and helping to enlighten them. This is a sacred mission. It conveys the message of just how energy, our vibrations impact, make an impact. We're not islands, right? Our vibrations ripple out and impact the world. Start to notice how people are drawn to you and choose your words judiciously because you have more impact than you realize. There's the word impact. You have more impact than you realize. Okay, that stands out to me. You have more impact than you realize. Also, the word judiciously stands out. It makes me think of the Justice card in the Tarot. Also makes me think of the Libra sign in the Zodiac. You have more impact than you realize. Also, it makes me think give yourself more credit for your contributions. And that could be anything in any way, just smiling at someone, a kind gesture. Maybe you think it's nothing, but for that other person, it could make their day. Be aware that you are clearing and cleansing the energy around you. This means that you need to take extra care of yourself and rest more. Okay, rest. Rest, rest, rest. Rest. Okay. Let me repeat that. Be aware that you are clearing and cleansing the energy around you. This means that you need to take extra care of yourself and rest more. So you're likely a sensitive, highly sensitive person. Maybe you tend to be an energetic sponge. But at this point of your journey, you are better at managing your energy. If you feel depleted, you rest. You don't push yourself. You've learned to ground yourself, to center yourself. Give yourself time to absorb the messages of the angels. Trust your intuition. Unless I did mention the clairaudient ability, maybe you can hear messages from angels. I'm not sure if you can hear that, the background noise. There are snow plows just outside my window. Yep, that makes me think of winter. It's time for hibernation, right? To rest, as the guidance advised. Let's see if there's any messages from the Green Witch's Oracle deck. Way too many. And looking at the sheep card, it makes me think, well, you are meant to be in a leadership position somehow. You are meant to lead, not follow. To share your wisdom. Sickle, focus, regrowth, letting go. This makes me think of the message about your energy being cleansed and cleared. Be aware that you are clearing and cleansing the energy around you. This means that you need to take extra care of yourself and rest more. Letting go of energies that are not yours. Letting go of energies that are no longer a vibrational match to who you now are. Snow. Well, I just mentioned the snow plow and mentioned that it's, did I say it's winter? Anyway, I mentioned the snow plow. A good time to hibernate. Okay, well, look at this. Snow. Rest. I wrote rest in my notes. Rest. Contemplation. There you go. Nice snowflake. Yes, you are a snowflake. You are unique. Just like a snowflake, right? Rest. Okay, Four of Swords, I'm thinking contemplation, the Hermit card. Snowflake, it makes me think of gentleness, just like with sheep. They look so gentle. I'm noticing the moon here. The moon here. And also the sickle is shaped like a moon as well. You're very intuitive. Regrowth makes me think of rebirth, regeneration, regenerating as you rest. Focus on rest. At this time. And looking at the sickle, for some reason, it makes me think of a mirror. It looks like a handheld mirror, making me think of contemplation, self-reflection, going within. There's the word contemplation here. Developing your self-awareness even more. Focusing on your spiritual journey. Spiritual evolution. Going within to know thyself. Anything from this, anything else from here? Summer, expansion, growth. Interesting. On the sickle card, there was the word, one of the key words is regrowth, and now we have growth. Growth. That's the key there, growth. You are growing, developing, evolving, expanding. Bees may be significant for you, sunflowers. Makes me think of the sun card. Makes me think of the sweet life in reference to the bees. Queen bee. Queen bee. Queen bee. Again, making me think of, I believe I mentioned that you are meant to lead. That's right, in reference to the sheep card. You are not meant to follow, you are meant to lead. Be a leader. You're definitely the leader of your life. And just looking at the sunflowers, and I see some golden rays here, it makes me think that you have a bright aura. Didn't we read something? Did we read something about auras? Okay. When you communicate, the energy in your aura is raising the frequency of those you speak to and helping to enlighten them. Okay, expansion makes me think of the Three of Wands in the Tarot. Looking optimistically, remaining optimistic about your prospects, your future, looking optimistically into the bright horizon. And looking at the owl card, where it says, listen to the messages of the angels. Well, your angels can communicate to you in a variety of ways, right? Through synchronicities, through nature. 1919 when I looked at the clock, right? Looking at nature. Spirit is communicating with us in a multitude of ways. There are messages everywhere. Okay, this is the Herbal Astrology Pocket Oracle. Anything to add? And definitely as a leader, you'd have to act with fortitude, with courage, and cooperate with others. Seeing the blue rose, it makes me think that you have a quality about you that stands out. Oh my goodness, I saw this card already and it wanted to come out again. Number 11, Damiana, the beloved. And there's a bird there. Okay, there you go. 47, skull cap, stillness. Well, that goes very nicely with the advice to rest. That this is a time of rest. I need to get my magnifying glass. There are lots of images here. Hourglass, yeah. The sands of time. (47) reduces to an 11, and we have an 11 here. So 11 so far. Oh, okay. 25, cat's claw, purification. And I believe when we were reading about the owl, they mentioned cats. Yes. They also clear lower energies from the particular territory and are helped in this by cats. Black cats. Well, I did mention that in looking at the moons. In a few of these images, you're likely very intuitive, and now there's a black cat here. So yes, it's confirmed you're highly intuitive. Number 25 breaks down to a 7. Cat's claw, purification. Again, that returns to the advice of resting. Regrowth, I think I mentioned, what was it? Regeneration or? That was one of the words. Okay. Let's read about the cat's claw. 25. Okay, upright. Rewriting the story connecting to heritage, belonging, worthiness, safety, connecting to your origins, DNA purification. Oh, no wonder Spirit wants you to rest. DNA purification. Makes me think of DNA upgrade. Astrological ruler, Mars, Pluto. I'm not well versed in astrology, so I'm not sure what that means. Okay. Called una do gato in Spanish, cat's claw has been used medicinally by Central and South American tribes for at least 2,000 years. The Ashaninka tribe in central Peru has the longest recorded history with the plant, using it to treat asthma, inflammations of the urinary tract, arthritis, bone pain, recovery from childbirth, and cancer. Other Peruvian indigenous tribes use it to treat diabetes, hemorrhages, menstrual irregularity, fevers, viruses, tumors, internal cleansing. We read that word about when reading about the owl, and balancing the body. Modern scientific research has confirmed its effectiveness in treating asthma, upper respiratory infections, viral infections, wounds, environmental toxicity, poisoning, and so much more. A powerful immune stimulant, cat's claw, is ruled by the archetypal energy of Mars and its higher octave, Pluto. It ignites many essential biological processes in the immune system, remedying many inflammatory diseases while rebalancing the body through purification. Mars and renewal, Pluto. Now, renewal, that makes me think also of regrowth, one of the key words in the sickle card. Like Mars, it stimulates to regulate, it confronts to purify, and it initiates to heal. Herbs ruled by Mars are usually hot, stimulating, and dry. Your guidance is: cat's claw powerfully protects our sacred essence, our blood, and our DNA. Like the Black Panther, it is regarded as one of the mighty protectors of the sacred ways of the forest. Cat's claw is here today to help remove blockages, wounding, or trauma. Energetically, cat's claw clears ancestral trauma. Deeply assisting our healing as we rewrite our story. That stands out. Rewrite. Also having to do with the throat chakra. Writing. Rewrite. Where is it? Deeply assisting our healing as we rewrite our story. Like the energy of Black Panther, it roams through darkness with courage and curiosity. Courage, fortitude. To assist us in accessing the hidden light of truth. There's that word hidden again. This is a reminder to take this time to befriend the silence in the dark void. I'm going to read that again. This is a reminder to take this time to befriend the silence of the dark void. Makes me think of the dark night of the soul. Channel the gifts that your ancestors have provided. Know that your path is loved and supported by life. The hidden light of truth. Okay, how about skullcap 47? No idea what. I've certainly heard of skullcap, but okay. Stillness. Upright means stillness after the storm. Okay. Let go of control. There's letting go here. Trust in life. Surrender to the divine plan. Break open. Break open. That makes me think of expansion on this card here. Skullcaps, genus name Scutellaria, comes from the Latin scutella, meaning a small dish or tray. This describes the shape of the calyx at the base of the flowers, which resembles a miniature skull. In traditional Chinese medicine, the roots of the species I'm not going to even try to pronounce that, have been widely used for more than 2,000 years to treat cancer, lung and respiratory infections, colds, bacterial pneumonia, liver imbalances, hypertension, insomnia, inflammation, and diarrhea. The Cherokee and other North American tribal peoples used skullcap to ceremonially initiate young girls into womanhood. The Cherokee created decoctions of the roots to treat breast pain, menstrual pain, kidney problems, and to stimulate the reproductive system post-birth. The Iroquois used an infusion of the powdered roots to prevent smallpox and to keep and to keep the throat clear. Throat chakra. During the 19th and 20th centuries, the eclectic physicians prescribed skullcap for nervousness, exhaustion, muscular spasms, heart disorders, hysteria, uncontrollable muscular tremors, and convulsions. Spiritually, skullcap is used to bind oaths and consecrate commitments. Oh, interesting. We got the card called Beloved, the Beloved. It is a useful ally in initiation rituals, imprinting the vows made to oneself or between lovers. Skullcap is ruled by Pluto, the archetype representing our will and power, which ties our relationships to our inner authority and leadership. Okay, I mentioned leadership. Queen Bee. Okay, your guidance is, the storm has passed. You've just weathered or are weathering a storm. Ground deeply into the present moment. Grounding, yeah. If you feel fear, find consolation in stillness as it readapts. The medicine of Scorpion embodies the stillness of darkness, and it assists by accepting sudden change with ease and calm. If you're feeling exhausted, drained, or depleted, this is the time to pause and withdraw to your cave, like a hermit. You're in the process of rebuilding after the storm. Don't rush, reflect, rest, contemplation. Take the time to birth a new structure that supports a new version of yourself. I'm going to read that again. Take the time to birth a new structure that supports a new version of yourself. Birth, regrowth, growth. Letting go of the past. Letting go of the storm. Let's use the Psychic Tarot. The firm foundations at the bottom of the deck. Makes me think of strength, fortitude. Looking at the mountain here, strong back, fortitude. Anything to add or confirm? Seven of Pentacles, patience and planning during this time of stillness. Patience. And I mentioned the number 11, right? The Beloved card or Damiana card is number 11. Skullcap 47 reduces to an 11. Seeing these two pillars makes me think of 11. 1, 1. Alignment. Mirroring. Okay, wonderful. Fulfillment of wishes. 9 of Cups. The Beloved. Prosperity begins. Ace of Pentacles. More, please. Ah, okay, base chakra. Feeling more stable from within. And we saw the firm foundation card at the beginning, at the bottom of the deck. Here's the Hermit. In this deck, I'm using the Psychic Tarot Pocket Oracle. I'm not sure if I mentioned that. It's called Solitude. Pillar, strength, spiritual strength. Anything more on the Beloved? Oh, and that's interesting. Okay, so this card, it's a number 11. They're all ones. 1, Ace of Pentacles, 1. Base chakra. 1, 1, 1. Stable new beginnings after a time of rest and purification. Expansion, expect expansion. Number 3, which I associate with expansion. 3 of Wands in the Tarot. Partnerships and alliances. Okay. With people that you can rely on. You can lean on each other. Okay. Fulfillment of wishes. Recognition and reward. 3 of Pentacles. More, please. Ooh, this is the Star card. Ooh, and they call it Hope in this deck. Well, that makes sense. Recognition and reward. Star card. Another 11. Balance. This is the Justice card. Did I mention that? I have no idea. Oh, yes, I did. I wrote here, you have more impact than you realize. Give yourself more credit for your... Oh, no, 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 no. That was for something else. But I did also write the Justice card and the sign Libra, zodiac sign Libra. Balance. Well, that makes sense because you're feeling more stable. Stable from within. So you're gonna feel more balanced from within. Okay, here we go. 3 of Swords, heartache and loss. Finding balance. Wishes fulfilled. Recognition and rewards in the material realm after experiencing heartache and loss. The scales are being balanced. Okay, there we go. Spiritual union, Two of Cups. The beloved. This union will be a fulfillment of a wish. And there's a treasure chest. Stand your ground. If you feel like at this point of your journey, being in stillness, in a time of rest, if you ever entertain or notice thoughts in your mind of wanting to give up, your angels, that's one of the messages, I guess, right? Listen to the messages of the angels. Don't give up. Keep going. Stand your ground. You're gaining spiritual strength at this time during hermit mode. Yeah, patience. We already had patience here. Patience and planning. Patience, patience. Easier said than done. I can so relate. I'm just being the messenger. Okay. Anything else to add? Five of Cups, emotional loss, feelings of disappointment. Put that with letting go. Owl. Anything for owl? Choose wisely. Well, that makes sense. Owls are wise. Choose wisely. Okay. So you're going to have an opportunity or multiple opportunities and choices to make. Anything else on owl? Harmony. This is the Lover's card in the Tarot. They call it harmony here. Number 6. Triumph. Okay. This is the Chariot card in the Tarot. Number 7. So you have a spiritual union that's anticipated on this journey. Partnerships and alliances, a spiritual union with your beloved. Forward momentum after spending time in stillness, in hermit mode. Harmony. Right? Balance, harmony. The scales balancing out for you. Any other messages from the angels? via the owl. More advice to rest. Rest and rejuvenate. And we saw this at the beginning. And it came out. Firm foundation. Stability. Base chakra. Becoming stable from within and manifesting that in your reality. Balanced, reliable, solid relationships. Pentacles. Okay. How about sheep? Sheep. Will the throat chakra card come out, I wonder? Ooh, Ace of Swords, triumphant success. Clarity. The Moon card, 18, shadow. Yeah, what was unclear, what was hidden will become clear. And this will give you more confidence. I'm noticing, well, there's the word fortitude, but I'm also noticing this big yellow, is it a moon? But it's yellow, so it makes me think of the solar plexus. Confidence. Something will be illuminated. So we have the Ace of Swords and now Ace of Swords and Ace of Pentacles. Sorry, this is, what did I do? Okay. Anything else on sheep? Death and rebirth. This is number 13, transformation. 9 of Pentacles, material harvest. Look at that. More Pentacles. You started off with Ace of Pentacles, working your way steadily to the 9 of Pentacles, material harvest, starting from a single seed to the 9 of Pentacles. Okay, so looking at the sheep card and the phrase, it says, act with fortitude and cooperation. And I'm looking at this card here, partnerships and alliances. So you'll be working with a team, and together you will reap what you sow. Okay. Closing message. Closing message. Conflict, competition, power struggles, 5 of Wands. So this endeavor that you're potentially embarking on, with others, partnerships and alliances. It makes me think that it's a competitive market, a competitive arena, just a lot of players. Five of Wands. And looking at the sheep card, yes. Your strong leadership skills will be required in a competitive environment, requiring fortitude and the spirit of cooperation. Five of Wands. Queen of Cups. Intuitive, compassionate, sensitive. Heart-based leadership. Makes me think. Compassionate leadership. Page of Pentacles. Studious, practical, grounded, focused. An opportunity. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. We have the Devil, the Shadow, the Material, breaking the chains. I have to cover this. And then we have the Hierophant. Spiritual teacher, advice, tradition. Okay. I wrote teacher in the introductory notes here. Teacher. Teacher, leadership. So, spiritual teacher. That may be part of your new journey. Did I even say what this was? The Hierophant. I don't even remember. Hierophant. Overcoming fears. Overcoming obstacles. Being able to live to tell your story of all the challenges that you've been through. And having spent so much time in hermit mode, gaining spiritual strength, going within, facing your own shadows, gaining wisdom. Now you have the inner fortitude, to step into a teaching role. Using your throat chakra. Anything else to add, or that's pretty darn good, isn't it? It's pretty darn good. So confirmation. We already had the Lovers using the Psychic Tarot called Harmony. And now we're getting the Lovers in this deck as well. Love, romance, self-love, divine love. Okay, I gotta cover them. There you go. Confirmation. A lot of things happening on this new journey. So it's understandable that Spirit wants you to rest. Okay, I think I'm going to stop it there. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful journey.